What up, guys? Cactus here with another episode of my Prussia Empire Total War Let's Play. Now, last time, if you could remember, I ended off with halfway through the defense of Dresden. Well, that battle took a very, very, very long time. I didn't want to show you that, as I said. So I drove them back, and now they came back with the rest of their movement points with a pretty much replenished army. And the Westphalians are here too. So the current situation is Warsaw is under heavy attack here by two different armies, but I brought in a fully replenished army to reinforce. And a few other big things. I desperately needed an ally, so I went to diplomacy. I went to Sweden and I said, okay, do you want to be allies? And they said no at first. So I gave them Courland, a relatively useless area for me, giving me very few talents or very few coins. So it just consolidated their coast and it helped them out, but now I have a valuable ally against the Russians, the Polish, and the Austrians. So I think it was very well worth it. And I also finished my navy here. It has a sloop and 3 brigs. Not a very nice navy, but it's good enough to go up against an enemy navy and not totally get destroyed. So my plan is to drive off the attack on Warsaw, use this army here to push into the center of Austria, and start recruiting another army collectively in these cities to move west. So that's what I'll do, I think. So to initiate the conflict, I'm going to first take out this army here, I think. We'll see here. 2 turns till surrender. I'll take out this army here just to make sure that they don't get any more reinforcements, and this will be quite a large battle. They just have all militiamen, but I have a small army of only 4 infantry and a cannon, 2 what do you call them, cavalry. But I mean, I think that's a good army size. I like for early game to get a 4-unit infantry army with other accessories is really good, especially if they're good line infantry, because it doesn't cost a ton, but they're still quality units and can still get the job done, especially against an enemy that doesn't barely put up more than 5 infantry most of the time. Of course, this isn't the case. Okay. Charles Lee, I've never heard of him, sadly. Never heard of most of those guys. Guess I gotta brush up on my history. Okay, I'll just put the cavalry here. I have no idea where a good spot is gonna be for these guys. I'm gonna say right here. Seems as good a spot as any. It looks like they set us up pretty well there.
For a melee attack, it can sometimes work to your advantage to let the enemy have the first shot. If your men don't break under the hail of musket balls, they could
use the move up
before
button.
the enemy reloads.
And it looks like my cannons are in range, so that's really helpful actually. That line's doing a weird flip-de-doo. That's odd. These guys are gonna move up here. My general. And I'm just gonna move him up a little bit. I don't want to lose this guy. It's a bad habit of mine, losing generals. Yeah, and they set a bunch of defenses, oddly. They're pretty much worthless. I gotta be careful when moving these guys back, though. They're moving up their giant line. And I have mine. Get that 2 men deep, and then boom. I gotta hurry there. I think my general can move up on this little rivet here, whatever you call it. Looks like they're moving in odd formation. Moving up men in the woods as well. Soon I'll be in range and I'll get massive volleys, just 2 men deep here. Okay, they're moving parallel to my men. I can move these guys here, being careful not to get them into the spikes or the enemy infantry, of course. I think it's time I move up just slightly to get into range, initiate conflict. This guy can take care of this unit. And then we're going to have massive volley. Here we go. Very close, and there we go. This one's going to fire. This unit's all jumbled up. That's odd. I'll move these guys here, just waiting. I'm looking for the weak link in their force, like the unit that has least amount of men. Once I destroy a few, that will happen. That'll commence eventually. Move these guys up here so they actually have a good line. Get off more shots that way. And now it's just a game of line infantry on militia, and we both know who was going to win that fight. It looks like they're outflanking me, but I'm going to cover them with my cavalry, suppressing them in the middle. Let me get you some close-ups here. I barely ever do this, but I think it's really fun to do. My men don't have fire by rank, so it's not quite that cool, but I think we can live with it. These guys are now separated, so I can demolish them. Going for the kill here. Give you a good cavalry charge close up. Oh yeah, downhill. As long as they don't get a shot off. Oh yeah. 20 men off the charge. They're gonna shatter right away, it looks like. At least it looks like. Come on. Let that commence. These guys aren't forming a solid line as I'd like. Yep. The unit that's taken the most losses is here. On the right flank. And they're just going at it. Nothing really cool with fire by rank, but it's just regular shooting, which isn't as cool, of course, but I'll take it. And I took minimal losses there. I took about 20 men. Yeah, that seems about right. 15. About 20 actually, yeah. But they're broken with half their men lost. It ensured that my flank wasn't going to be outmaneuvered. All these guys aren't doing a good job. They don't have a good angle. So, that's them now. I'm just waiting for the opportunity. Okay, now it's time we move up our line to be more efficient. This unit here is actually in a good spot. This unit is not. This unit can move here. My general's gonna move up for morale support. These guys almost being caught. I don't know where they're going. Oh, we're gonna back them up right now. Get out of there. Out of range. And they're not gonna get a shot off. Yes, I just got out of there in time. That was great. If I wouldn't have caught that, I would have lost all of my cavalry. Looks like we're being flanked. They'll support. Fire here. Fire there. Just moving up constantly, keeping the pressure on. I'll back charge these guys. Come on, get a charge in. I want a good volley before I... Oh, just barely. Get a volley off. Took minimal losses and they're totally shattered with the combo. Follow them for now. Move here. Move there. They can take these guys. General can start mopping up people now. I think it's safe enough. Cavalry are doing pretty well. Minimal losses. Get their volleys off. And we'll sandwich them. They're already wavering and then this is going to stop them immediately. Yep, they're broken. Maybe they'll shatter. Yep. Enemy general is killed. Oh, a little bit of a screw up there. And that looks like the whole army, I believe. Yep. So pretty good win. Took minimal losses. We were heavily outnumbered, but they didn't have the right kind of forces to beat me. And plus it's the AI, they're never that great. So pretty good victory there. I'll take it. So we took out that one Polish army, and we just need to defend Warsaw. And that will be a big battle. I don't know if I can win that. It's going to be tough because there's no walls in Warsaw. It's going to be a fight in the city. In the buildings with the other people. And we have 0 funds. I'll quick take out these guys. Auto-resolve that. Still lose 54 men, which is outrageous. But whatever. Yeah, I can't do that. So I have a pretty good garrison force, a lot of men. A lot of men. And this will help too. Coming in from behind, I'll flank the enemy. But they also have a ton of cavalry, as you can see. 7 units, with the monkey men, of course. And the Polish have a pretty decent army. Few cavalry, though. So I'll end the turn and see what happens, so I can start replenishing my troops. And then this will be the last turn we can wait out, and then next turn we'll have to take back Warsaw. I'll probably end this turn, get situated, and then next turn will be the defense of Warsaw. Oh, it looks like we've been attacked here at a fort that we just recently took. I'm going to retreat. That's not worth video time. Auto-resolve, I guess. They can have their fort back. Wow, made them take a lot of damages. And they still left it open. Stupidly. Stupid AI. Stupid, stupid. Sweden, our current allies, with a powerful navy there. Wow. Depends really if it has a lot of good ships or not, because it can be a bad navy. A big navy with big... Oh, Hanover just took Denmark, our allies. Not our allies, but we're friendly with them. They're becoming more and more powerful now.
There is a clamour for reform in this region due to the spreading of enlightened ideas through research and education. The people can be appeased via a reduction of taxes.
Alright, here we go.
The The alternative
First order of
is to
business,
destroy the buildings that
replenishment.
promote these ideas and pacify the populace by military.
So I need to attack this turn, so I'm going to do some economical stuff. And then we'll move on. I need to construct an army here. I'll get a general next turn. I'm moving up this navy. That's another thing I forgot to say. I'm moving up the navy in order to blockade trade ports around the world. Like trade right here is a perfect one. Spain, Venice, Savoy, France. Yeah, most of the people are really unhappy with me, so I'll take that. And now it'll earn me a lot of money. This will be my raiding fleet for now. So the current situation, we're waiting on the Western Front. All quiet on the Western Front, as the famous novel says. Haha. And we're ready to spring our attack in Warsaw, and ready to spring our attack in the center in Austria. So that's all for now, folks. I'll bring a video up shortly in the next few days containing the content I just told you about. So that's all. Kafka's signing off for now. See you guys.